Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this class, we will learn that what is a potentiometer. Actually, the word potentiometer, from its name, it is clear that it is the meter mean any instrument which measures, and potentio mean potential difference. So, the instrument which measure the potential difference is called a potentiometer. Now the question arises that the voltmeter also measures the potential difference. Then what is the use of this potentiometer? Now we will have to understand that why we use a potentiometer, although we have a voltmeter which can also measure the voltage or the potential difference of the battery. Now students, I'll try to explain you that why we need a potentiometer when we have a voltmeter also. To understand this concept, first of all let us understand that if you have a circuit like this is a battery and you want to find out the potential difference across these 2 points A and B, or you want to find out the potential difference between these 2 points A and B, then you will have to apply the voltmeter in parallel. So keep in your mind that whenever the potential difference across any resistance or any appliance is required to be found, then you will have to apply the voltmeter in parallel. So voltmeter is not attached in series. Now the question arises that why we are not going to attach the voltmeter in series. You know that the resistance of the voltmeter is very high. If you are attaching the voltmeter in series like this, then the current flow will be very less. The current flow will decrease too much due to the higher resistance of the voltmeter. Now you know that we can find out the potential difference very easily with the help of this voltmeter by applying it in parallel. Then what is the use of this potentiometer when we can find out the voltage or potential difference with the help of this voltmeter? Actually, the value or reading which we are getting with the help of this voltmeter is not very much accurate. So students, you must note what is a good instrument. A good instrument is that which when attached in a circuit, it should not disturb any value or any condition of the circuit. For example, if I ask you to find out the speed of the water in this pipe, then obviously you have an instrument which you will insert in this water pipe, with the help of which you will try to find out the speed of water. But when you are applying this instrument in the way of the water, what will happen? Some speed of the water will be disturbed due to this instrument. So that is why you will not be able to find out the correct speed of water due to the disturbance caused due to this instrument. Okay. So here again you will have to understand that why we are not using this voltmeter here. So keep in your mind, whenever we are applying this voltmeter like this, although the resistance of this voltmeter is very high, keep in your mind that the resistance of voltmeter is very high, even then a small quantity of current also flows through this voltmeter. All the current is not able to pass through this resistance, but a small quantity of current also flows through this voltmeter. So that is why this voltmeter will not be able to find out the exact value of the potential difference across these points A and B. So if somebody asks you that what is an accurate voltmeter, so you will say that accurate voltmeter must have a high resistance, very high resistance. More the resistance, more will be the accuracy of the voltmeter. But if you are finding out an ideal voltmeter, then you will say that it must have infinite resistance. Okay. So for an ideal voltmeter, the resistance, you must say that it must have infinite resistance. That will be an ideal voltmeter. It means that no current is passing through that voltmeter which is having infinite resistance. In the voltmeter, there are some good things and there are some demerits of the voltmeter also. As for the merits of the voltmeter are concerned, it can be used very easily, students can use it very easily, and it is a cheap instrument. Now, what is the demerit of this voltmeter? Actually, it is not an accurate instrument. Do we have any instrument through which we can find out the potential difference very accurately, through which no current is passing when we are attaching those instruments in the circuit? So yes, there are some instruments in which I am giving you the examples of two instruments. One is CRO, cathode ray oscilloscope, and the other is DVM, digital voltmeter. So these are the two instruments which can be used, but these are very costly instruments. These are the two instruments whose resistance is literally infinity, because when you are applying these instruments in the circuit, they do not get any current from the circuit. They have their own batteries through which they are getting the currents. That's why they do not need any current from the circuit. And one must be very much expert while using these instruments to find out the potential difference. Now, that's why we come to the potentiometer. Now, what is potentiometer? So here, to define the potentiometer, we will say that potentiometer is used to measure the potential difference very accurately. Although the voltmeter is also measuring the potential difference, but here the potentiometer is measuring the potential difference very accurately. Now, the construction of the potentiometer is very simple. So, potentiometer is consisting on a wire. So, keep in your mind, the diameter of this wire is constant throughout its length, mean its cross-sectional area of this wire throughout the length is the same. Now, when I am using this wire in the circuit, you know that every wire has its own resistance. So, to show the resistance of this wire, when I am using this wire in the circuit, I'll use it like this. I'll show it like this, okay? I'll show it with this type of line, which shows that there is some resistance which this wire will offer in the flow of the current. So instead of showing this wire like straight line, I'll show it like this, which shows that this wire has some resistance. You know that every conductor has some resistance. So in this way, we can show the resistance of that conducting wire. Now, there is a terminal C, say this is the terminal C, which can slide between 2 points or 2 ends of this wire like this. So, this sliding terminal can be brought near A or near B very easily. So, I can slide it towards A or B. So, this sliding terminal is used here to change the resistance of the circuit. So, this is basically the potentiometer. So, you can very easily say that the potentiometer is consisting of a wire and the sliding terminal. That's it. Now, this wire has the resistance R. Say the resistance of this wire is R. Okay. So, this you must keep in your mind, because you know that every conducting wire has its resistance. So, here we are saying that this conducting wire has resistance R. Now, the question arises that what is the benefit of this sliding terminal? As I told you that it is used to control the resistance of this wire. Sometimes we need a portion of this wire, then the resistance of a portion of this wire will be used. If we are sliding this terminal to B, then the resistance of the whole wire can be utilized. Now, to understand the benefit of this sliding terminal, just imagine this circuit in which R is the resistance of this wire. Now, you can see that this is the battery. I have completed this circuit. Now, this sliding terminal at B. When this sliding terminal is at B, so it means whole of the current is passing through this wire which I am using as a potentiometer. Okay. So, this is the sliding terminal which can be slided towards A also. So, when this sliding terminal is at B, then whole of the current will be passing through this. It means this complete wire is offering resistance in the path of the current, because all the charges will have to pass through this wire. It means it is offering maximum resistance when whole of the current has to pass through it. Now, just imagine if I am moving this sliding terminals nearer to A, towards left, I am moving it towards A, something like this. Okay. Now you can observe that it has come at this position. Now you can see that the charges are only passing through a smaller area of the resistance. Previously, they were passing through a longer resistance. Now they are passing through a smaller portion of the resistance, as you can see here. Now, if while sliding, I have brought this sliding terminal on A, now it has come on A, at point A. Now you can see that whole of the current is only passing through this circuit. No portion of the current is passing through this wire. So this wire is not offering any resistance in the flow of the current. So whole of the current is passing through this. Now if I again start bringing this sliding terminals towards B, you will see that the resistance will increasing gradually, because when we are using more of this wire, then more will be the resistance, because we are using this wire. When we will bring this sliding terminal at B, then the whole of the resistance of this wire will be used. So the current will be facing more resistance in this way. So if while sliding this sliding terminal, I stop this sliding terminal at this point, then this resistance will be utilized. Okay. So although the R is the total resistance of this, but here at this point, this will be the portion of this resistance. Say it is small r. So this small r is the resistance of this much portion of the wire. So capital R, basically it is the total resistance of this wire. But where you have brought this terminal, this sliding terminal, so this will be the portion of that wire which is used in the circuit through which the current has to pass. Let us repeat the benefits of the potentiometer. Number one, it can measure the potential difference very accurately. Number two, it can be used as a potential divider. How it can be used as a potential divider? I showed you that if you are increasing or decreasing the resistance by moving this sliding terminal from A to B or B to A, due to the change in the resistance, the potential difference across the circuit will also be changing. So it means that we can use it as a variable potential divider, in which we can change the resistance according to our requirement. And it can also be used to find out the unknown EMF of a cell. Every battery or every cell has an EMF. If I don't know that EMF, then I have to adjust this potentiometer accordingly to find out the EMF of that cell or battery. It can also be used to compare the EMF of two cells. If you are not knowing the EMF of two cells, then you can compare the EMF of two cells. Then accordingly you will have to arrange the circuit to compare the EMF of two cells. So these are the major uses of this potentiometer.